Imagine this. You're getting dressed in the morning, reaching for your favorite shirt with your right hand, when suddenly your left hand pushes it aside and grabs something completely different. You didn't tell it to do that. You didn't even want to do that. But it happened. Welcome to the crazy world of split-brain patients, where such a nightmarish scenario is just a normal Tuesday. But here's what's really terrifying. It might be happening to you right now, and you don't even know it. Let us blow your mind. Your brain is not one brain. It is two separate computers working side by side and pretending to be one person. The left hemisphere controls the right side of the body. The right hemisphere controls the left, and they communicate through a bundle of nerve fibers called the corpus callosum. Back in the 1960s, doctors had a wild idea for treating severe epilepsy. What if we just cut that connection? And they did. They literally severed the bridge between the two halves of the brain. Patients seemed normal after the operation. They could walk, talk, and function normally. But then, strange things began to happen. Take patient BJ, one of the most famous cases of split brain in medical literature. At breakfast, he reached for coffee with his right hand, while his left hand simultaneously grabbed orange juice. His wife watched in horror as her husband's hands fought each other for breakfast drinks. It was like watching someone fight an invisible enemy, she said. Except the enemy was himself. But here's where it gets really creepy. Remember, only your left hemisphere can speak. That's where your speech center lives. Your right hemisphere? Completely mute. It can understand language, but it can't produce words. So scientists devised some diabolical experiments. They showed the word apple only to the right eye, which is connected to the left hemisphere. The patient said, "I see the word A, P-P-L-E. Simple enough. But then they showed the word key only to the left eye, which is connected to the right hemisphere. When asked, "What did you see?" the patient confidently said, "Nothing. I didn't see anything." Meanwhile, their left hand was frantically searching through a pile of objects behind the screen, grabbing the key. The talking left hemisphere had no idea what was going on, but the silent right hemisphere heard the question, saw the word, and knew exactly what to do. This is where it becomes a disturbing psychological horror story. The scientists asked, "Why are you holding that key?" And the left hemisphere, which genuinely had no idea, instantly invented an answer. "Oh, I was just thinking about my house keys earlier. I must have grabbed it unconsciously." The left hemisphere wasn't lying. It was doing what all brains do all the time, creating stories to explain our actions, even when those stories are complete fabrications. Think about it. How many times have you done something and then created a reasonable sounding explanation after the fact? I ate that donut because I needed energy. I checked my phone because I might have received an important message. I took the long way home because of traffic. Your brain is a master storyteller, constantly writing fan fiction about your own life. And now it gets really crazy. Scientists showed a chicken to the left eye and snow to the right eye. They asked the patient to choose related pictures. The right hand points to the chicken. The left hand points to the shovel. "Why the shovel?" they ask. "Well, you need a shovel to clean the chicken coop." The patient instantly makes up. The left hemisphere only saw the chicken, but when it saw that the hand chose the shovel, it immediately invented a logical connection. Your brain is doing this right now. It's making up stories. It's connecting dots that may not even exist. And you believe every word because, well, it comes from inside your own head. Here's a moment of existential crisis. In patients with split brains, which hemisphere's the real person? The right hemisphere can't speak, but it can recognize faces, understand emotions, and solve spatial puzzles that stump the left hemisphere. It has preferences, makes decisions, and even has a sense of humor. When shown funny pictures, patients start laughing without knowing why, because the right hemisphere got the joke, but can't explain it. So there are literally two different personalities in one skull, with different abilities, different perspectives, and different opinions about what to eat for breakfast. And here's the main highlight. The right hemisphere doesn't seem upset by this arrangement. It doesn't fight for control or demand equal time to perform. It just cooperates. Why? Maybe because it's not news. Maybe your right brain has always been the silent partner, the assistant, the person who never gets a chance to tell their side of the story. Right now, as you listen to this, perhaps two of you are perceiving it. One is thinking, wow, this is exciting. And the other's thinking, I already knew these things. One wants to share this video. The other thinks it's exaggerated nonsense. Which voice is really yours? Both. Every decision you make may be the result of invisible negotiations between two minds you didn't even know you had. Every gut feeling may be your right brain trying to communicate through the only channels it has: emotions, intuition, and random hand movements. The scariest part isn't that split brain patients have two minds. It's that you might have two minds, and they're just better at pretending to be one person. Your brain isn't entirely yours. You aren't entirely you. You are literally a democracy of two, with one member who never gets to vote out loud. Sweet dreams. Actually, wait. Before you start questioning your entire existence, let me ask you something. Which one of you decided to watch this video to the very end? And more importantly, which one of you is going to hit that subscribe button? Because one of you definitely should.